Hi everyone! This is the video I promised about Younes's charges. So he's now being charged with these dumb hate speech laws, agitation against the minority, to be exact. And the way we heard about these charges was pretty peculiar, because we were at our election booth. And there a reporter from Helsingin Sanomat, which is a big newspaper in Finland, called Younes and asked for his commentary about his charges. And first Younes didn't know what he was talking about. He thought the reporter was referring to some older charges Younes got for example, releasing the bank account data or traffic data by one migrant who had received a lot of welfare. But it turned out it wasn't the case, that these were completely new charges that had been filed on the 1st of March. And Younes had to say, okay, I cannot give any commentary because I don't know what's going on, but I'll try to find out and I'll call you back. And then Younes tried to call the courthouse and ask for information about his charges. And from the courthouse they told him that they cannot give the information because it's confidential. So they could tell the reporter, but they couldn't tell him. Then Younes actually went there to the courthouse to ask the secretary about his charges. And the secretary was really reluctant to help him. And Younes called back the reporter and told him, okay, I'm not getting any information. And even the reporter of a mainstream media outlet found it very bizarre, and he gave Younes the registry number of his case so that he could ask for the information with it. And the secretary simply said, okay, all these information requests can be made via email. So we sent an email, and then we got a reply by which we could deduct what the charges were about. And of course it was about this case, and this is about Younes sharing a blog post in 2013. So it was 3.5 years ago, and they now dug up the charges, probably to sabotage his municipal election campaign, which of course didn't work out because he won. But in the case, a man named Markus Jansson had written a blog post about migrants harassing women, or young girls to be exact, in a Swedish bathhouse. And when that man got investigated for that blog post, Younes, as a protest, copy-pasted that blog post on his own blog and posted it there. And then he called the district attorney and told him, okay, charge me then. If you charge this guy for writing this, why not charge me? Then they waited around 3 years, and now they dug up the charges. And he's apparently being charged, but we haven't received those charges yet. I don't know when they are coming, probably in the next month. But the text he copy-pasted was this. A group of 20 Muslim refugees enriched children in a bathhouse. So this is a translation of the text. It was originally in Finnish, but I tried to be as precise as I could. So I'm not at all surprised that the politically correct media of Finland isn't reporting this at all. Around 20 Muslim refugees from Africa and the Middle East harassed children in a bathhouse in Sweden. The horde raped one 11-year-old girl and tore swimsuits of other girls around the same age. The group confined some of the girls into a cave and committed sexual violence against them. Some of the boys around tried to protect the girls, but of course they were helpless against such a group of grown men. And get this, the police didn't arrest anyone for all this. I'm fucking getting enough of this trash. That sort of uncivilized animals should get sent back to their barbaric countries immediately, or preferably be shot at sight. Fuck tolerance, fuck understanding, fuck being humane. Just get them on a plane with no excuses, no complaints, no processes or bullshit, and the next stop should be some shithole country in Africa or the Middle East the sort of which these guys are really integrated in. The deportation can be made straight out of the plane with no parachute. And what the hell for are we bringing these animals here to live off taxpayer money and commit crime? Why are people with no cultural prerequisite or will to integrate into Western societies intentionally taken in here to mooch off good people's money? Why should Swedish children have to be afraid of men who speak a foreign language, practice a foreign religion and habits, and who hurt these children? Whose idea is this madness? Who really benefits from this? Who will take responsibility? Keep in mind that Islam is a pedophile religion. Islam approves of raping young children. Even Muhammad had sex with a little girl. There's nothing weird or sensational about Muslims raping children. It's the exact opposite. I'm not at all surprised that the support for immigration critical parties and politicians is growing. At least some people are waking up in face of facts in spite of this gaslighting by the mainstream media and politicians. I truly hope that Finland will never become a multicultural hell like Sweden. So that was what he is now being charged for. And I think I might have committed agitation against the minority by reading that out loud to you, because the law states that if you publish or make public a message that can be perceived as threatening or insulting against a minority, then you can be charged with agitation against the minority, and I just did that. So I can be charged now too, just for reading that for you. So let's see how that works out. I don't think I'll get charged. I don't think they have the energy to prolong this case anymore. But let's see. It would be interesting if someone actually filed a complaint against me and there would be an investigation. But that's what he got charged for. I don't know when the trial is. We haven't received the actual charges or the charge papers yet. But I'll make updates when we know more about this. But this is the case. Thank you for listening, and as usual you can support this channel via PayPal at gmail.com. All help is very useful for us, because that's how we keep this thing going. That's how we buy our equipment. That's how we pay for our traveling to demonstrations and all sorts of events. So help us if you can. But anyway, thank you for listening and bye.